And we're going
Shake
live.
your head. I tweaked my neck last week.
Oh, all right. We're live right now.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, it's Mike and Wendy and Ben again from Sunspot saying hi to you on Tuesday night, right from the rehearsal space. We tried to clean it up a little bit today, at least to make it look a little more.
Well, yeah, give ourselves some elbow room.
That's right.
Thank you to everybody who was really nice and prompt, punctual.
Right, I was gonna say people are Anthony, George, Terry, much more punctual than we are. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here. Thanks for starting the hangout without us.
Mm-hmm. How did we startle you? Is it our startling good looks?
Okay, yeah, that's right. It's
Goatee magic.
Oh, that's right. So
we have a live studio audience today.
Yeah. Hi, live studio audience! Yay! So if you guys saw the picture that we used for the thumbnail for this, that was taken for our Radio Free Earth, like the inside of our album. And so, like, I was wearing a T-shirt with flame. I wish I wouldn't have thrown it away, or actually, I gave it away to charity, so they could auction it off and get millions of dollars for it.
Yeah.
Hey, John, how you doing? Greetings.
Hey, John.
Greetings to New Jersey, sir. So it's red flames up here, and there's black under there, and the whole thing was very satiny, silky.
Very 90s.
Very well, yes, but even though it was 2000 at the time we took those pictures, so that picture
into the 90s.
That picture we put on there is 20 years old.
And I love that top that I wore in that picture. I wish I still had it.
I wish I still had it.
I wore it all the time.
Sure.
I think I got it at like Kohl's or something.
All right.
Maybe Gadzooks.
So right, there was a shop.
Gadzooks.
Yeah, there was a shop called Gadzooks, and it was great because it's where you could get, I don't know, cool rocker gear.
Yeah.
From like the late 90s.
Fashion.
Yeah, fashion. Like, things that we wore, like velvet shirts. Ben had a velvet shirt.
Ben had the blue velvet, like.
He had a velvet shirt that I think he had to get on layaway and save up for. Like, remember that? Cause
it was so cool.
And it was like $80, right? So he's like, oh my god, I would pay $80 for a shirt.
So
well, no, back in the day.
Right, when you're looking good, you're looking good. Yeah.
When you're looking good, you're looking good. All right. So can everybody hear us out there? Are we loud enough? Real quick, I just always got to check the sound. And are we in focus? I can't quite tell right now, because I didn't have a chance to focus the camera.
Our camera robot is
not working.
Still in development.
So anyway, so what else has been going on? What have we been doing this week, guys?
Writing more music.
Stuff, yeah.
Absolutely.
Recording.
We have
plotting and planning for McCullough's in Texas.
That's right.
Yes.
So February 28th, we're gonna be at McCullough's Pub in Racine. JJ McCullough, we just found out he had like a cancer scare. He put something on Facebook yesterday, but he said he's fine. He went to the doctor, and so JJ, wherever you are, our thoughts. We're so happy. We're so happy you're okay.
We love JJ.
And then we also have a friend from a band we used to play with a lot called Axiom, and I'm not sure about all the details, but I saw on his page today that he had a heart attack yesterday. And
Which one?
Well, Jake.
No way.
Yeah, they found him unresponsive, but he's under life support right now at St. Mary's.
Wow.
So if everybody just sends positive energy and good vibes and everything like that over to St. Mary's for our buddy Jake. We've played with them, I believe,
bunch of times.
In 4 different states, or maybe just 3. If they played Wisconsin, played Illinois, we played Texas with them.
Oh, yeah.
And their band,
right.
Axiom. And we have had a lot of fun with those guys. And so our thoughts go out to our comrade in arms, who's in a hospital tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
So, George says Chess King for 80s and 90s fashion.
I wish there was still an 80s and 90s fashion store.
Yeah. I do.
Well, should we tell them about Bradfest?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
okay.
Public? Are we allowed to know?
It is public. It is announced. So, at if it's a bit dark, I'll see if I can change the. It might be.
We could probably.
The camera.
I'm just saying we might need to go to Chess King to get some outfits for May 24th.
Oh,
that's right. What's this guy?
See
Okay. So Broadfest, May 24th, on the grand stage, the Ho Chunk stage. You can gamble with us live. We will be opening up for Boba Flex and then Skid Row. So get out your metal fists and stuff
Yes.
like that. Boba Flex had, I think they had like the most played song at WJJO last year
Wow.
with their "Bury Me with My Guns" song, which is a pretty good song. And so Bratfest 6 o'clock on Sunday. We're gonna be rocking.
Sunspot 6, Boba Flex 7, Skid Row at 8.
Skid
Yeah.
Row
And
at
we
8.
used to have pictures of Skid Row like on our walls and stuff. It's pretty
Absolutely.
exciting.
So join us for the biggest sausage fest in the world.
Right.
We're going to set the record again for
Most sausages in one
most
room.
bra-
I don't
I
know.
believe there's been plenty of There's been plenty of Sunspot shows where I think we set the record for most sausages in one room.
It goes with the territory.
Yeah.
Rock shows.
Like I don't know like a ton of names of bass players, but I know who Rachel Bolin is.
That's right.
That's
Sweet.
how big Skid Row was
Oh,
in
yeah.
our microcosm of big band.
The first time I ever had a song with a girl, like that was our song or whatever,
Oh,
was
you-
the Skid Row song.
Oh.
Like she's like this should be. We were dancing to it at the 7th grade dance, and then she's like, this should be our song, and I'm like,
You laid claim to the song.
you got it, baby, and then she dumped me.
Hey, there's Bart.
Bart, what's
What's
going
up,
on?
Bart? He's
yeah,
a huge
lineup
Boba
is
Flex
sweet
fan.
this year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that'll be great.
Yes.
That'll be lots of fun, and hopefully the weather will be nice, because you never know that time of year in Wisconsin.
Right.
But
It's
we're-
right. It's absolutely been.
they have vegan sausage there.
They do. No, it is. It's great. They had field roast. I had field roast sausage today, so I'm a huge fan of big fake sausages, and we're going to be enjoying some of those at Broadfest this year. All right. Why don't we play a song?
Oh, that
fine.
sounds fun.
Why don't we start with? Well, Terry did request last week. Scott back.
Oh, goodness.
So let's see if we can move the camera to the playing position.
Maybe we'll skip the bridge because like
Watch out for the...
without the drums and stuff like. We could do the verses and the choruses and stuff.
Well, or just play the chords on the bridge. Here we go. Right here. Why don't you come on over?
Oh,
Isn't that the plan?
we're playing acoustic?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know where to go.
Okay.
Oh, I have tambourine.
All right. Don't forget the tambo, yo. And Ben, you have to go a little farther back. There. You are in perfect position. Ben's in perfect. Is Ben not in perfect position? He is.
Where should I go? Here?
Wendy.
had a velvet shirt.
Right.
Exactly.
There you go. And then I'm gonna move the microphone and turn it down so we don't blow you out.
You can just do acapella.
Yeah.
Right?
All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and. I used to watch Quantum Leap every night. Ben's girlfriend and Sam, they leap through time, and I felt like they were my best friends. He said there's a 98% chance of a broken sweet-talking, handsome man. Even though he's on NCIS and that show is kind of crap. The girls know him as Sky. Huh. Hey!
So you never, George says you've never seen him. Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh man, the crowd goes wild.
You've never seen Wendy
Thank
play the
you.
cajon, huh? What's that?
Well, there's a reason for that,
Yeah.
and that's
It's been
because
a while. That's
I don't really like playing the
Oh,
cajon.
well, there you go.
Hard in the hand.
It is. It's really hard, especially when you're switching between that and violin. So all the blood is rushing down, and then and then you stop and you're trying to do, and I just kind of don't like playing it that much. So I prefer other percussion instruments.
To the cajon.
But from time to time, like for Scott Bakula, it works. It's gets
That's
the job
right.
done.
And it's funny because the girl whose song and I was I Remember You was also Ben's girlfriend at one time.
So is it all three of your songs? Like a weird.
So it's a weird no, but that was just that's why I
Think
said
about that.
that's why I said Ben's girlfriend. So
There you go.
pretty fun. That's what happens when you go to junior high school together. Well, I think a lot of
Wait. So what was the song?
the song was I Remember You by Skid Row.
Okay.
So you know they're gonna play that at Broadfest. Yeah. I woke up to the sound of pouring rain.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Right? It just
So-
breaks my heart.
So
My heart's broken.
that's a good point of discussion. Is if there were somebody in middle school today trying to pick out a song of ours to be their song, what do you think it would be?
Well, if it was like that relationship, it would be eat out my heart. No, but what's a good... We have a lot of romantic songs, of course.
Well,
Oh, when the revolution comes.
46,000 people thought Mine Without a Holiday was cool.
There you go.
In, which country was that?
Lithuania.
Maybe Lithuania.
I'm trying to remember which country that was. But we got the royalty statement. It's 46,000 plays for Mine Without a Holiday.
There we go.
Wow.
That's a love song.
That's love song, so that might be a good one.
Reverse Engineering.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
reverse engineering would be a good one. That one's... Reverse engineering is... There's a Canadian show called Your Morning. And that's like the exit music or whatever.
Oh.
Like, so they use it between commercial breaks.
Oh.
That's the biggest station in Toronto. So that's why.
So who knows?
Yeah.
Love you, Canucks.
But yeah, then when the revolution comes,
That's
yeah,
always
the revolution comes.
It's romantic, very.
trying to think.
Ghost Sex.
Go,
No.
yeah,
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
Ghost, you can find Ghost Sex on Spotify. It's one of those. It's
Very
not on any of
romantic.
it's not on our albums. Okay, so Ghost Sex we wrote because we were doing an interview with the guy from Lords of Acid, and Lords of Acid is a band that all their songs were about. It's like a techno band from the '90s. The guys from Lords of Acid wrote the Mortal Kombat song. So if you know the
yeah,
so if you,
that
so
song.
if you know the Mortal
I just
Kombat
listened to that
song,
song last week.
that's see Ben's still living in
Now we
the
know
world.
it's on Ben's playlist.
Yeah, so that's Praga
that's
Khan.
a good one.
Praga Khan is the guy from Lords of Acid. We had him on the podcast, and so if like we're gonna, Praga Khan even did an entire album with Zach Baggins. So he's down with the whole paranormal thing. And so when we wrote a song for Praga, it had to be called Ghost Sex because like what else are you gonna call a Lords of Acid inspired song? But the other thing I want to talk about, speaking of romance, is that we did get a royalty in this week from Poland.
Oh, great.
Your people.
My people, the fine people of Poland, and they have a show called Farmer Needs a Wife. And it's kind of like The Bachelor for farmers.
Okay.
That's awesome.
And so The Bachelor for farmers in Poland used our song Archaeopteryx.
Whoa.
Really?
Yes.
Archaeopteryx of
That's
all
an odd
sides,
choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's nice.
Who
Well, I
knows?
suppose it's about an animal, but
The link to
Yeah.
the podcast is in the comments there. The link to that episode that Mike was just talking about.
Mm.
For
Oh,
the
yeah,
Praga
look at
Khan
that.
That's right.
episode.
Thanks, Scott.
So you guys can listen to Ghost Sex as soon as you're done watching us.
Yes.
Be
And
idiots.
I saw that someone else said, it's already scrolled up, but said that Scott Bakula was the first Sunspot song they heard.
yeah, I saw
Oh,
that.
right on.
Podcast or something like that.
That's true.
Great.
So that, thank you, JJ. We're glad that you heard our song.
And that was probably like 14 years ago or whatever, and you're still paying attention. So thanks a lot.
That's awesome.
And we're sorry for whatever happened in the meantime.
And Vera says the good old box drum, keep rocking. Another drummer.
So,
Awesome.
And
Thanks,
George
Vera.
says Prozac Girl. Is that a request or is that a
Demand.
romance song?
That's gonna
Oh.
be. So we will play Prozac Girl
Oh.
for you in a couple minutes, George. That's
Was he
also
answering the question though?
It could be a romance song.
I was wondering if it was
Yeah.
an answer to the question or if it was
A request, or was it a demand?
Right.
Because it didn't have a question mark. So
Funny.
Anyway, so I was trying to think of like we have a bunch of romantic tracks, except we kind of. I mean, I just I guess it is Valentine's Day coming up. So
Yeah.
if we were making a Valentine's Day playlist for
oh,
someone,
there we go.
I wouldn't include a lot of Sunspot songs.
There's a few here and there.
You've got some nice endearing songs. 2006.
JJ
Wow.
says he saw this in 2006.
There you go.
All right, man.
I mean, I think Stardust would probably be a great opener for the Valentine's playlist.
Stardust would be
There you
good
go.
for the Valentine's playlist.
Good love song. Good song about
Yeah, everybody likes a little Aleister Crowley with their love.
Trashy hot.
Oh, trashy.
Well,
There you
Trashy
go.
Hot may not be.
Just
Right, that's the end of Valentine's Day. If you haven't met anyone for the beginning of Valentine's
Oh.
Day, I think Trashy Hot works
That's
perfectly.
the end of the night song.
Yeah, it's a good end of the night. Like, hey,
for Valentine's Day when you go out with your pals.
I didn't know that Valentine's Day was a thing.
Of course. For
I
people
thought you
who
were talking about like Palatine, Illinois.
no, Valentine's Day.
Gotcha.
Like if you don't have a
Go out with
sweetheart.
your pals. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, I just
And
went to
then
the massage
you and your
parlor.
pals all try to find sweet. Happy ending.
Yeah.
Well,
There you
I
go.
mean, if you want your right,
Whatever works.
I wanted to have a fairy tale Valentine's Day, and so
Oh.
how are you going to have a fairy tale without a happy
Happy
ending?
ending.
Ghost of a Texas
220,
ladies
221,
man.
whatever. it is.
Whatever. Hey, Ghost of a Texas Ladies Man.
Good request, George.
That is a good. Well, that's. I mean,
That's
that's
not
kind
a
of.
Sunspot song though.
It's not quite as romantic as it is creepy.
It could be romantic.
Yeah, I
Ghost
guess.
sex. I mean,
Well, like
it doesn't outright say it, but
Ghost of a Texas Ladies Man. Okay, that's a song by the band Concrete Blonde, and they were staying in the. You say the name of the
the
hotel.
Driscoll,
I always say Driscoll.
not the Driscoll.
I always make it sound like Driscoll. But no, the Driscoll Hotel in Austin, Texas, and the singer Johnette Napolitano, she saw a ghost when she was in the shower, and so she
But
said,
it was the ghost. She said he was just kind of flirting with her.
right.
It wasn't like a scary experience. He was kind of like winking at her, and
He was,
he was
wa-
watching her change, right, or something.
Right, but the thing is, that's not. Even if you're dead, I don't think that's acceptable. So, like, is it romantic or is it?
I mean, good for him though. Like he was able to get in the room when she was, like,
good for him.
maybe he didn't know she could see him.
He's.
Maybe he thought he was one of those ghosts. Just
I think it was the ghost of Benny Hill. When
oh, Vic says
Funny,
hey.
yeah, we were just talking about
Hola,
Austin,
Vic.
Texas, and who shows up?
Vic.
Oh.
So, as long as Vic's in here, we should talk about Wendy's birthday, March 21st. We'll be playing Vic's event in Austin, Texas.
Music Madness.
ATX.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, if you are anywhere near Texas, or even if you're not, you should come see us
Yes,
play.
please come to
Yeah.
Austin and party with
Saturday
me on my
night.
birthday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Finally, Wendy's
Sunspot.
birthday on a Saturday night.
And our best Austin friends will all be there. As
Yeah,
they-
we're
as
gonna go
they-
buck wild.
Yeah, so we're super excited for that. It's gonna be a blast.
So Terry said she has dated some Neanderthals. Does that count? That is pretty close.
Yeah.
That is like the Captain Caveman kind of thing.
It could work.
Yeah. All right. So Valentine's Day sounds like fun. Does anybody? Do you have any like Valentine show memories or anything like that stick
Oh.
out to you guys?
Gosh.
You ever been broken up with on Valentine's Day? Anybody out there?
I don't think so.
I have.
Ooh,
Rough.
that's rough.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Isn't
'Cause
there like a rule against that? Like you should just do it beforehand, or that
Or-
makes you look cheap because you,
Right? Yeah.
or should you
No?
do it afterwards? What's worse?
Sean was.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
John was
Okay,
the-
so yeah, our buddy, we're not going to call him out right here, but we have a friend that was broken up with on Valentine's Day.
Brutal.
That is brutal.
That is like.
Kicked out of the house.
I think I was given a note. Oh,
Why would you do that?
I was passed a note.
Oh,
I've been
man,
broke up
that's
via
bold.
note, 6th grade.
That's
But,
about right.
On
but-
Valentine's Day though.
No, but
okay.
I don't think it was Valentine's Day.
Was-
yeah.
That's
Mike,
how
was your
you
note
break
like
up
a
in
little heart
6th
that was
grade.
ripped in half?
By notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, right. The kids, you guys, if you guys know any kids,
Oh yeah, they just text now.
Right. They just sext each other.
Text
or whatever.
emojis and stuff.
Or Snapchat.
They just they just Snapchat like a picture of
Eggplant.
a picture of a broken heart with a middle finger. I love it. Hey, Vic says his liver is in training.
All right,
Hey,
attaboy.
all right.
That's all right. I'm running a lap right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, I think it broke up by note, and that was a good one. That was a bad Valentine's Day, but I was like
Pretty
young,
rough.
so I could bounce back.
I
Yeah.
can't think of any Valentine's shows though. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
I don't think
sorry,
No.
but the thing is, so if anybody out there in Facebook land wants to let us know about their horrible Valentine's Day breakup,
There we go.
we'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
Because we love inspiring things and things like that,
Oh.
but we also like to get a little schadenfreude.
And it makes everybody feel better too. Like if it happened to you,
Yeah.
you can be like,
Right.
"Oh, I wasn't the only one."
your
Nick's son.
your girlfriend, whoever broke up with you, probably didn't do it by note. So as long as you don't get that. All right. Well, I think we should do.
Oh, a Prozac.
I think we should do Prozac. We should
Right.
do George's.
All right. Sounds good.
That sounds fun.
Everybody back in position.
Assume the position. Hey, Ben, could you give me an A, please?
Hey!
I knew that was coming.
What a jerk.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, and then I'm going to bring this back down.
So quiet. Come on.
All right. So,
Is it on?
I suppose that would help, huh?
so
Hey!
this next song actually was on the same album that we took the picture that was our thumbnail. So where I had the sweet goatee, the bleach blonde hair, spiky, and I was probably about
Eminem?
No, this is before Eminem.
Oh, before Eminem.
I was about 16 pounds heavier than I am today. So I was
the college years.
right. I was living large.
It wasn't
Like,
the freshman 15 for us. It was like
I had the freshman 15 till I was 30. All right. This song is about pharmaceuticals. Is she a victim of her own physiology, or just a victim of some bad psychology? Well, all I do know, she's 15 and she's on Prozac. She sits in a room and cries all night. Never had a real boyfriend in her life. Mommy wonders why she doesn't have any friends. Her daddy only sees her when he has her on the weekends. She a victim of her own physiology, or just a victim of some bad psychology. Well, all I do know, she's 15 and she's on Prozac. And the doctor said, you better take your meds to fix what's wrong inside your mind. Just a Prozac girl in a Prozac world. Shift the blame and everything will be just fine. Oh. Her grandma thinks that it might be bad luck. I think we used to call it growing up. When you feel that your life is just pathetic, you can type it in the textbook and blame it on genetics. She a victim of her own physiology, or just a victim of some bad psychology. Well, all I do know, she's 15 and she's on Prozac. And the doctor said, you better take your meds to fix what's wrong inside your said you better take your meds. And the doctor said you better take your meds. And the doctor said you better take your meds to fix what's wrong inside. Your mind's just a Prozac girl in a Prozac world. Shift the blame and everything will be just fine. Just a Prozac girl in a Prozac world. Shift the blame and everything will be just fine. Yeah, my little Prozac girl. My little Prozac girl. My little Prozac girl. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wave.
All right.
Back to your spots.
Angle the action. Oh goodness.
Okay, so when we did this last week, there was somebody coming in saying how much money for the couch, right?
And they never came and picked it up.
No, but they're like,
I know.
they're like, hey,
Like,
I'm here.
what?
They're like, I'm here for the couch auction, and we thought that was ridiculous. We're like, what are you talking about?
There were like a couple different people like riffing off each other too.
Yeah.
It wasn't just one. There were like two, and they were names we didn't recognize.
Right. So I'm like, who's talking about the couch auction and what the hell's going on? But we thought it was funny, so we laughed and stuff, right? Okay, look it up. We find out that it's a thing where people go on Facebook Lives and they say, how much for that couch? And it's
Yeah.
like, and there's a whole, and they try to get
So
you to
they
do
come
it.
and kill you?
No,
No?
nobody comes and kills you.
Good.
What they
I
try
like where you went with that.
what they
Ben.
try to do is say like, oh, for our auction or something like that, we're trying to do. If they try to make an auction for autism or something, they try to make it a charity, and they try to get you to put your shoe on the head, and they say it's for charity. And then they.
But it's not actually for charity though.
No, it's all.
It's just all a
bullshit.
trick, and they're just trying to like take over your live feed and waste your time, basically.
Correct. And if you put a shoe on your head, they screen capture it, and they send it to all their.
Oh, and they put it on Reddit or something.
Yeah, as we got somebody to do it for the couch auction. So anyway, next time somebody comes in asking about the couches, we make them send us a Venmo first, and then we can talk to them.
Nice.
And they'll say, fine, we'll
And
say
besides, this couch isn't for sale.
right.
It's very
It's way too
cozy.
comfortable.
Right? Yeah.
But yeah, that was bizarre.
It was bizarre.
So I'm glad you did the research to identify.
Because it was like, oh, cool, we got some new people. Nope, they're just
Yeah, I know.
they're just internet trolls.
But it is good to see some familiar return customers, I guess.
Yeah.
Return
People.
viewers. And it's great having our live audience
Yeah,
here.
that's right.
Bringing some human energy in. Some meat space energy.
Right. I don't know what it's like to interact with people in real life is kind of weird now. Because you can't just shut them off. You can't be like, I'll just text you later. Oh, no.
You can't like ban them from the forum or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
They're in front of me.
you're getting an emoji. You're getting a
I am
middle
getting an
finger-
emoji.
Middle finger emoji.
A real life emoji. I didn't know that.
Meat space emoji.
It's weird. All right. So if we're going to be in Racine on February 28th.
Oh yeah, 2 weeks.
That means it'll turn New Year's, or it's not New Year's, Leap Day when we're on stage.
That's right. So
Look
we'll
at
have to
that.
do a Quantum Leap Day
We will
song
have
at
to.
midnight.
We will have to play
Yeah.
Scott Bakula at midnight for Quantum Leap because we did in 2008. We actually when we released. No, we didn't release Scott Bakula then. We just had a Scott Bakula party on Quantum Leap
That's
Day on February
Yeah.
29th, 2020.
And that's where we met Lisa and Jerry
Yep.
first time.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I always. George says, "How do you get on the live list?" Oh well. We
Live list?
if you know
What?
if you know people, George, send them a DM.
Oh yeah. If you know anyone in the band.
If you know somebody who plays in that silly band.
And we had a question from our live audience tonight about, did Scott Bakula ever find out that we wrote a song about him? And the answer is yes, because his agent found us online and asked for some copies of CDs. And if you don't know what CDs are, we'll explain later. Asked for several copies of the CD for his 50th birthday party.
That's right.
And so we were like, yeah, whatever. It probably won't get used. Well, the next day, like 3 people, so-and-so at like universal.com bought the CD. So they must have liked the song.
Yay!
And,
That's
so,
nice
and we
to
know that
support
it-
the band like
yeah,
that.
we
Well,
know that
I
it
mean,
got
also
used at
the-
the party. You know?
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, the thing is, this is when the Enterprise was on the air, and that's why the joke is about the Vulcan chick, Jolene Blaylock, who was a very pretty actress. And this was 16 years ago now. So if you wonder how old Scott Bakula is, just add the math, do the math in your head. Yeah, he owned. So, they had a birthday
Yo.
party for him on the set of the Enterprise, on the deck. And they had a PowerPoint presentation that was set to our song with some jokey pictures of him and stuff like that they did to bust his balls right before, singing happy birthday and stuff to him. So, yes, our song was played on the deck of the Enterprise, and that's when I was like, well, we're done.
Right.
Like, that's pretty
We have
much
achieved
it.
Oh, yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much
but-
everything a band
yeah.
could ever hope
Well,
for.
the thing is, like, some people, I mean, be in the top 10, that would be something that is a little more, I mean, right? Because, like, one-hit wonders get in the top 10. Or,
Yeah, that's
there's
true.
a lot of stupid songs that made it to the top 10.
They're not necessarily good songs.
What about that Milkshake Brings Boys to the Yard or whatever?
Kellis?
Well, that's not that bad. I'm thinking of
Lumps?
everybody in the club getting tipsy. Oh, yeah, and Lumps, too. Anything by
Jaquan
Fergie.
was, I believe Jaquan was tipsy.
Jaquan was
right?
tipsy, right. And so, like, if that song can make it to the top 10, then it means
There's
nothing.
hope for us? Oh, all right.
No, it means nothing.
Yeah, it's true.
Anyway, so so Scott Bakula is a lot of fun, and I was just gonna say, do we have any? What are your favorite memories that we're seeing? Like, and what's your favorite
Oh.
time we were there?
I mean, I always love it when JJ puts on the Gene Simmons mask and puts me on his shoulders and runs me around the bar when I'm playing my guitar. I mean,
Okay,
that's always fun.
that's a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, Terry Bay says Barbie Girl. That's right. Like,
Oh,
if Barbie
man.
Girl makes it to the top 10,
Right.
what does it mean?
It does steal away some of the
Come
gravity,
on,
doesn't it?
come on, Barbie, let's go party. And everybody's like, that song's great.
Memories from Racine?
Real quick.
Ben is really
I
staying on topic.
had an adult friend
Staying on
in
task here.
like 1998 or whatever who loved the Barbie Girl song. This guy was an
When
intelligent
you
guy.
say adult friend, like adult friend finder?
No, not like adult friend
Oh my
finder.
gosh.
Like he was an adult,
Who is your friend?
a smart guy, right? No, he was a smart guy. He was an adult, and when we go, like he'd get in his car and we'd all go out or whatever, he'd be like, "Hell yeah!"
favorite song.
And he'd put on Barbie Girl and he'd crank it.
Girlfriend by
That's outstanding.
Pebbles.
Yeah.
We got to talk about Scott's post there. So,
Oh, JJ. Yeah.
so that's how much JJ McAuliffe loves charity.
Yeah, he's
and
incredible.
supporting charity. So he auctioned off the shirt. So he put on this tiny little. Was it a baby doll or a tank top?
It was a spaghetti strap.
Spaghetti
tank top
strap.
Spaghetti strap.
tank
with Sunspot.
with Sunspot on it, and then he auctioned it off for.
Yeah, he
Like,
auctioned it off,
couple
and then
$100
we
bucks,
well,
or-
He put it on. He's not a guy that fits well into small women's spaghetti straps. So it was
but
a
our
good
tank
look.
tops are very stretchy, so
Right.
they
That's
accommodate
right.
all
Right.
users.
I mean, the body
Yeah.
shapes and sizes. We gotcha.
Exactly. So he put the tank top on, emerged from the back, and caused a ruckus in the bar, and then proceeded to auction
it off. That was
and
how
I
it all
think
went down.
didn't he? Somebody. Oh, it was our friend from the Ivanhoe, right? That like matched. He said
Yes.
whoever, whatever the winning bid was he would
He would
match
match
it to go into the fund for wasn't it for shaving for Seamus
Yes.
for cancer kids with cancer
Yeah.
and so then we piggybacked on a full Sunspot like discography, you know.
Right. If they're gonna do
And they
it.
ended up. What did they end up getting for it? It was-
$300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So somebody auctioned or bid $300, and then it ended up getting $600 for the charity. So
And it's a
Just-
shirt they could never wear.
yeah. So that was really cool.
But we gave him a real shirt too, so it's okay.
So other Racine memories, I really enjoyed opening for Joan Jett at Harbor Fest. I thought Harbor Fest was like one of my favorite events to play.
It
I'm
was
sorry
good.
that it's gone now.
Yes.
But like
Yeah.
the hospitality and like they treated us really well, and you get to play with huge bands and stuff. So
And we're not used to that. The getting treated well
the
part.
getting treated well
But
part.
that was a good one, and I really liked. Well, back we've done a number of the Thoughts for Food
Yeah.
charity events. That,
Oh, yeah.
where they have like you can buy a wristband, and then you go downtown and you can get into all these different bars, and there's bands playing everywhere, and everybody donates their performance, and then they accept like canned food donations, and it all goes to the local food bank. That was always fun because the community really gets around these events, so they would just be jam packed with people, like, and we saw somebody else.
We all saw somebody else die.
No, it's not funny.
It isn't funny, but the thing is, Racine does do a wonderful job of standing around the community and supporting each other through charity, and that really makes it a beautiful place. But one time we played at Thoughts for Food, and like a week later, the owner got shot in the bar.
Oh my gosh.
Ricky's place. And he's got like, shot in the chest and he survived. So that's a stone cold mountain of a man right there to get popped and survive. And then,
Felicia.
Crazy.
and then okay, we'll get to that.
Right.
And then one time, Thoughts for Food.
Oh, yeah.
Wendy and I had to go back to the van to get something, and we just saw some dude like get beaten to within an inch of his
Like-
life. And like we're on the phone with
Well,
the
we
cops.
called
like,
911
"Get out of here!"
because
Like,
we saw him like running, and there was like a mob running after him, like going like trying to tackle him. And
it was
really scary.
It was the villagers going
Yeah,
after
it was-
Frankenstein.
and we were like,
I've never seen nothing like it.
like you want to help him, but at the same time it's a dangerous situation. So we called.
And we had a
911.
show.
Well, we called 911 and sent the Racine's Finest in that direction.
And the guy, it's fine. Like we checked the news reports, and nobody died that night. So
That was
I'm
scary.
sure
though.
it turned out great. But it was a terrifying. It was a terrifying encounter. But the thing is, sometimes I mean, some parts are even in cities where some parts are rough. You can find that people are really supportive of each other.
Yeah,
and so we have these stories, and they're funny, and everybody's got
Right.
crazy stories from places and like dive bars and stuff like that. But the thing is that when you can find a community of people that care about each other, that is what sticks with you more than the outrageous stories of the bar owner getting popped or being in a diner at 2 o'clock in the morning and a brawl breaks out and then we hide under the table as like chicks are pulling other
The
girls'
pancakes
hair.
were really good
Right.
there.
Right.
you
And
know,
this is
like,
not at a bar. This is at a diner in a snowstorm.
after bar time, though.
At the bar time at 3 o'clock in the morning, all of a sudden these girls start punching each other and the whole place just goes
It just
up.
erupted.
It was like a movie. It's like coming at you, and like people like throwing haymakers at each other, pulling hair, like grabbing each other over the over the table.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
I remember
saw
the-
someone
the
dive
girl
over
that,
the booth,
jumped
like,
over the
yeah.
aisle into the next booth.
It's like,
Unbelievable. Oh man.
And
But-
like we were having a conversation. We weren't even that drunk
Oh,
or whatever. We were having a
gosh.
conversation, and we were talking about how much we loved the new Jimmy Eat World song, "The Middle." And I remember in the middle of talking this, we're in the middle
In the middle of the middle.
Yeah.
and we're talking like, "Oh yeah, it's a really great song." Yeah, it's really. Holy shit!
Hit the deck!
And we ducked under the thing, and like 5 minutes later, it was. I mean, it was like the police were up there, and like people were, you know.
It was a cat fight, Bart. It totally was.
But that wasn't the most violence I've ever seen in a diner.
oh gosh.
In a time.
At one time at Denny's in Waukesha, I saw a guy get thrown through a glass window.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
Once again, it was after bar time. And this is Waukesha, so people are like, Racine's a tough town.
And his eggs
stuff
were
like that.
undercooked, huh?
Yeah, I was going to say, he didn't get his moons over my hammy or whatever. And, because people are like, oh, Racine, they'll talk about that. But this is Waukesha, which is what people do not think of as a rough area or whatever. But that's where some dude just get
Jeez.
thrown through the thing, and you could hear the glass break. And I'm like,
Was it bar time or was it like?
yeah.
So I think we're noticing a commonality here.
there is a
Diners
thing.
at bar time.
If you're going to a diner in the middle of the night,
chances are.
come heavy or don't come at all.
Oh gosh.
All right.
But I gotta say that, like, as you were mentioning about the Racine community, and JJ McAuliffe, has more fundraising and charity events at his club than any place
I don't know how he makes
ever
any money.
knew. He does the Blank Fest thing where they raise blankets for the homeless, and he's constantly doing the Thoughts for Food and Shaving for Seamus, and so I just have to say that I think that he's like a cornerstone of their community, and that's like such a huge asset to the community. JJ and his bar and his people that are at the bar. It's a big part of it. So
We're proud to call him our friend, really.
yeah, definitely. So thanks, JJ. Shout out to you.
I usually leave the diner
Nice.
heavy. Hey, pancakes, that's true.
Yeah, if you get the grand slam.
Is that at Denny's?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 pancakes, 2 bacon, 2 sausage, 2 eggs.
I've never had...
Fill your belly.
I've only been to Denny's after I became a vegetarian, so I've only had, like, their omelets.
Oh. Well, it used to only be like $2. Now it's like $4.
Right, it's like going to Taco Bell now.
It's
Last time I went
totally
to Taco
cheap.
Bell, I spent $8.49.
Wow,
I was like,
dude.
what's wrong with my life? Well, number one, I went to Taco Bell, so what's wrong with my life? Why don't we do, you know what,
Slender Man made him do it.
right, Slenderman made him do it, which leads us perfectly also thinking about
Ooh.
the villagers being chased or chasing Frankenstein. We should do American Monsters.
Okay.
We want you, we want you, we want you for a new
Changeover music. Percussion solo. Now I kind of feel like eating pancakes. Heart attack special. Yeah, that's. Where do they have the heart attack special? Isn't it like
You guys ever see Jim Gaffigan's routine about pancakes or whatever?
probably?
He's like, it's cake for breakfast.
Yeah,
You know,
I've seen that.
he's like, oh, pancakes. I guess I'm
I've
not
seen
gonna.
the fried bread one.
I guess I'm not gonna take a shower today. That was a fun time when we kind of opened up to Jim Gaffigan.
That was awesome.
Hogan's Heroes music. That would be a good. And then we could like Ben can beat Schultz or whatever. I know nothing. I saw nothing.
What?
I spent the ball in Austria.
Oh.
Okay, this has nothing to do with Hogan's Heroes. While we were wondering what's under the bed, there's been something growing we should dread, and it's getting bigger all the time. I'm hairier than Bigfoot's paw, scarier than the wolfman's claw. There's pitchforks out there looking for Frankenstein. I'm so sweet, your lungs out and look for a way out from my mouth, starving for something to hear. Be careful what you say. Be careful not to wait. The outrage of a beast with a million heads. Yes, these American monsters will eat you whole. Take your life from your control. I won't be satisfied until the trolls are fed. Yeah. Well, it's a sick, chilling effect, watching human lives get wrecked. They'll tear your insides out for a little bit, yeah. 'Cause it's the mob and it always wins, walking on needles and pins. You better watch what you say, hey, 'cause someone's listening, so say the right thing. But the right thing changes every day. Be careful what you say. Be careful not to wait. The outrage of a beast with a million heads.
you say. Hey.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, well now is the part where we talk about what we're going to do for the next week,
Oh yeah.
what people can look forward to, and then we'll play one more song to close it out.
Yeah. Oh, and first of all, too, we should welcome our newest Patreon member, Bart.
Bart,
Hey,
on the
Bart.
Patreon. Yeah!
All right.
Joined us
Yeah!
last week, so we're very happy to have you in the community, Bart. Thank you. And we'll be having our Patreon hangout in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Closer toward the end of the month.
Well, we look forward to that, and welcome. Anybody else interested in joining the fun can check that out at patreon.com/sunspotmusic. Anyone not interested in joining the fun, breaking my heart.
I know what I want to talk about.
What do you want to talk about, Ben?
Who's voted for the Mamas already?
Okay.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God. How did we forget
So
about this?
we talked for like
What?
20 minutes about the Mamas last week, but
We even gave a demo.
we might want to remind people.
There you go.
So, and if you're like, hey, how do I vote for Sunspot in the Madison Area Music Awards? Just look at last week's Facebook Live.
Yeah,
and
there
there's
you
a
go.
whole
You know what? I should-
tutorial.
Yes, and
Mike voted publicly, literally.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
He,
So
he showed us all,
I-
everyone he voted for.
I spread my legs and showed you my secret ballot,
Oh,
and
wow, not so secret.
not so secret anymore. And it's not secret that I voted for Sunspot. And I'll tell you why. It's because it's all for charity and all for us. No, but no, it is all for charity. And the thing is, I don't think it like. I'm not interested in arts. I think there's no point in arts being competitive with each other.
Hey, Bart voted.
Hey, Bart,
Hey.
yeah!
Attaboy. We need some of those stickers. The I
Particularly.
voted stickers.
So, like, we didn't used to, like, we've been in battle of bands and stuff like that, but we didn't do that for a long time because there's no point. Because usually you're just doing it because you're promoting somebody else's product, or you're promoting, like, hey, you can be the Spectrum.net Band of the Year. Just have all your friends vote for you on Spectrum. And what you're doing is you're promoting their product. We're more interested in promoting a charity, and this is a charity that actually has done stuff for the Madison community, and Ben has had a chance to use
Yeah,
it
we
with
have
the students.
first-hand evidence
Tons
that
of
it's
instruments.
actually a good charity. So
So
Yeah.
that's why we want to participate, and that's why we're happy to support it, because we know that the money doesn't go to some like CEO or something like
yeah,
that.
and
sitting there.
music education is important. So
Yeah, because the more people like real music, the more they'll like our band.
gotta have bands in the future. Gotta have.
But
people
there's a
who play
lot.
their instruments.
There's a lot of good bands in the Mamas. You don't have to not vote for your favorite. You can vote for whoever you want the first round, as long as Sunspot's in every ballot. Because you have to. No, because you have to put 4 people in each one.
Oh, for the first.
And
round,
they're doing
okay.
that to keep it going. And so up the Haunted Investigators of Michigan.
Hey, we love you guys
Right on,
too.
the Marks.
Thanks, guys.
And looking forward to, we are going to have a booth this year at the Michigan Paracon, and I believe we will be, we might be doing some rocking there again. So we hope you're going to make the trip from Detroit
That'd be awesome.
to Sault Ste. Marie and party with us up there. Also, I don't think we announced this yet,
Uh-oh.
but the first week in October, we are the featured entertainment at the Minnesota Paracon in Duluth.
Ooh,
And it was
exciting.
funny. I was talking to somebody this weekend. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna go to this thing in Duluth in October," and I'm like, "I'll see you there."
You're like, I'm everywhere. Just
Right?
wherever you go, I'll be there.
Right? Because I was all the way in St. Louis, so I did not expect somebody in
yeah.
St. Louis
Wow.
Yeah,
to
that's a
say
long haul
they were
from
gonna
there.
they were gonna come up.
What? How long would that be? Like, what for driving? Or I guess maybe they'd fly from St. Louis to Duluth.
Duluth.
That's like
9
10
hours.
hours, right?
You're.
Yeah.
I mean, you might
That's
as
a-
well drive to the Arctic
That's
Circle.
a road trip.
You might as well try to hire a.
How long
You
is
might
that
as well
from
get
here?
like a
Dog
Iditarod.
sled. Jack London. Speaking of.
Oh, speaking of Jack London, our next podcast episode is going to be the paranormal life of Jack London, and because Call of the Wild is coming out next week, and even though Jack London was an atheist, that doesn't mean that he didn't have some very weird stuff happen to him, and people
Yeah.
haven't seen him from beyond the grave.
I'll be looking next time I'm in San Francisco for
Right,
sure.
you never know
For sure. I
when
want
you're
to
going to
see
see
his ghost.
Jack London. But anyway, you can check that out, othersidepodcast.com. If you haven't listened to the podcast before, it's a lot of fun. We work on new music for it every
Yeah,
week.
you're gonna
It's-
hear a brand new Sunspot song at the end every single week. So check it out. We've been busy
Yeah, we
getting
writing
all kinds
stuff.
of new stuff.
And so what we do is we take the best songs from the podcast, the ones that get the most downloads, or that you guys say you like the most,
Or that we like the most.
or that we like the most, because screw you.
Well, I mean, it matters.
It's true. We
Our
don't-
opinion counts.
That's right. Well, that's right. If we did everything by popularity, we would just be a cover band. But as far as we take the best of those songs and then we put them together in the albums, and those are the ones we take into the big studio, and we try to give them the treatment. And we have a whole bunch of unreleased material right now that we're
Getting ready to unleash.
we want to give the treatment to, and we're trying to get some new video stuff together. So there'll be more videos. If you guys like Spend the Night, there's more video and fun stuff to come. It's a little less like that was a very country-ish song, and all this other stuff is more rockin'. But we do have plenty of acoustic stuff and everything like that coming at you. So if you like the softer side, watch the live feed because this is where we'll show you our soft sides.
And if you like the harder side, come to Broadfest. Come to Music Madness ATX. Come to McAuliffe's Pub, and you'll see the
arena,
full arena show.
Yeah, it will be the Arena Rock set. And actually, at Broadfest, we'll be on the Jumbotron and everything. So
There
it'll be
you go.
like
Will be the arena set.
it will be the arena set, absolutely. So let's come on, and I think we should do a little Summer Day, because it was this nice sunny day out today in Madison. And so let's play that for them, and play them out, Keyboard Cat.
Party at Ma's in Duluth.
Yeah.
Oh, is that where your mom lives, Bart?
Yeah, well, Bart, if your mom's in Duluth, that sounds like we should go visit
Just
her.
send her the address, or send us her address, and we'll drop in and say hello.
We'll be like, are you Bart's mom?
Yeah, we'll be like, you did a good job of raising him. He's got great musical taste.
I love it.
Well, thanks for tuning in to everyone who tuned in.
We will be back in 2 weeks.
I think we might need to tip up a little bit.
Oh, what happened to my head? This
We
is
could do
actually,
it-
we're
we could
working
do it
on this.
squatting.
What we do is, if we do
Squatting
actually the whole
song.
song like this, it's like getting an upper leg workout.
We can see who can make it through the whole song in a squat.
That's called
Falling over.
I just thought the band should be working on their glutes before we head to Texas.
Oh yeah, we gotta get ready.
Get your butts ready.
Get your chaps ready.
What is Texas? And the purposelessness of a summer day. Well, I don't know where the road will lead me next. I asked my old man what will become of me, and he said, nothing is all you do, and it's all you'll ever be. It might make you sad that this is my home. You're just like my dad, what do you know? And the purposelessness of a summer day, where nothing is all I do and it's all I have to be. Well, it's all out, yeah, it's all out there. A shiftless waste of space, another welfare case. You can make me grow up, 'cause I won't waste my time on your assembly line. You can make me grow up. It's like a lazy lawn chair and an ice cold drink. Well, why on earth would I ever want to change? Ambition falls away as I drift to sleep. This moment's gone, but it was mine to keep. I said this moment's gone, but it was mine to keep. I said this moment's gone, but it was mine to keep. It might make you sad that this is my home.
purposelessness of a summer day, when nothing is all to do and it's all I have to be. Another welfare case. You can't make me grow up. I won't waste my time on your assembly line. You can't make me grow up. It might make you sad that this is my home. Well, you're just like my dad, what do you know? And the purposelessness of a summer day. Well, nothing's all to do, it's all I have to be. Yeah, it's the purposelessness of a summer day. 'Cause nothing is all to do, and it's all I'll ever be. It's alright, yeah. A triplets waste of space, another welfare case. You can't make me grow up, 'cause I won't waste my time on your assembly line. Or you can't make me grow up. You'll never make me. Or you can't make me grow up. No, you can't make me grow up. Grow up. Grow up. Grow up. Yeah! All right.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Thank you, Paul and Ellen, for coming in.
Yes. Thank you
Live show.
to the fabulous
Yoo-hoo.
building studio audience.
How do you turn this thing
How do I turn this damn thing off?